Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. Today I want to talk about knowing where your VA business is going and a little bit about how to get there. Today's quote is from Richard L. Evans. Your direction is more important than your speed. I know I say this all the time, but I say it so you will hear it. It's not important how fast you go as long as you're going in the right direction, which is forward. One step at a time still gets you there. Let's go. Like anywhere you're trying to go, you need to know the way to get there. You can call it a roadmap, a plan, a pathway, whatever you want, but basically it means you need step-by-step knowledge of the way from here to there, clearly mapped out before you ever start. When I tell you that you need to set your VA service rates, there's a process to doing that the right way. You can't just pick a number out of thin air. When I tell you that you need a target market, it's because you need to know who you're talking to, what you're going to say to them, and where you need to go to find them and have those conversations. When I tell you that you need to know how long everything takes you to do in your VA business, you need to actually do it and time it and set the parameters about how you will do it again moving forward, or sometimes how someone else will do it. Before I did any of these things right in my business, I did them all wrong. That's why I know. I picked a number out of thin air for my rates. My business didn't make any money for years. I marketed to everybody. I had all kinds of different clients, and I did whatever they asked me to, and I never knew how to get a new client when I needed one. That was probably the worst. I worked with open-ended times for tasks. No buckets. I wasted so much time doing things, and without processes, I always had to try to remember how I did something the last time I did it when I went to do it again a few days later, a few weeks later, or even a few months later. Managing your time is so important as a VA, but being able to follow proven ways of getting things done matters too. And you have to find that proven way for you. Not only do you work happier, you avoid burnout, you get more done, you make more money, and you deal with much less anxiety in your VA business when you have a roadmap. Defining what you want from your VA business is a good start, but you also have to map out how you're going to get there. Without a clear idea of what you need to do now, then what you need to do next, and then what you have to do after that, you're going to spend a lot more time figuring things out than you need to. You have to have a vision of what you want, of where you want to be, and you have to know what it takes to get there, the actual steps. How can you do that if you've never been there before? You have to find advice to figure that out. Luckily, VAs are great at research, and we can figure out the exact steps, even if we haven't taken them before. I tell you all the time that you need to have daily action steps so that you're working on your goals every single day. Being able to plan for growth is one thing, but what about planning for time off? What about bringing in new clients? And what about planning for introducing new services? All of those things need a plan. Your to-do list is just a short-term plan. Your roadmap is more distant, although it doesn't have to be a 5-year plan. I always tell you. You can decide in October that you want to have 4 new VA clients by January. That's a great goal. It's long-term enough. You can map it out, plan it, and use your roadmap to work towards that goal every single day for the next 3 months. Your roadmap should include a vision, goals, milestones, and timelines. For instance, your roadmap to 4 new VA clients isn't just, I want 4 new clients, and then it magically happens. The vision is, I want to make more money and do only XYZ tasks. The goal is, I need 4 new clients to make that money for XYZ service because that's what I want to do, and I'll charge them $1, $2, $3 per month. Right? You have to figure out the plan and how you know your plan will work. The milestones are about how to connect with those people, how many you need to talk to or start associating with, how many discovery calls you need each week, how much content you need to prepare and where it's going to go, among many other things. And your timelines must be assigned according to the days and the weeks that you have between now and whatever your goal deadline is. A goal must have clearly defined steps that will take you from where you are to it, or it will never work. A roadmap gives you the clarity you need. You know what you're trying to accomplish. You know why you need to do that thing now and the other thing after it. It helps you stay focused and on track to meet your goals. It helps you also avoid distractions. There's no need to take a Facebook ads course now, even if it pops up for you, when your goal for the next 3 months is about focusing on signing new clients. The Facebook ads course, because another one will come along, can be slotted into your calendar when you're already full of clients and maybe you're looking to grow your business or introduce new services. That's when that would be something to add into your daily actions. There is a time for everything. And giving yourself the clarity that you need to reach your goal is going to give you the best advantage to do exactly that. When you have a roadmap, you can measure your progress along the way too. You can celebrate how far you've come, and you can also make adjustments if necessary. Every big goal should be broken down into smaller goals and milestones. This isn't news, guys. I tell you this all the time. You know, I'm all about daily action steps. I say it in this episode a few more times as well. It's such a smart way to move forward. A roadmap also helps you make decisions that go along with your goals. One of my business coaches used to say, look at what you're doing right now. Is it leading you in the direction of your goal? If yes, great. If not, why are you doing it? I did this for a long time and it eventually became a habit that I really love. And of course, I advise you to do the same now. It helps you stay very focused on what you say you want. I highly recommend doing it. Was I doing things that didn't lead to my goal? All the time. But it's so cool to see what you're doing, and it's so cool to see whether it relates to what you say you want. And you're able to make the course corrections right then and there. Just ask yourself the question all the time. A roadmap also helps you plan for growth. And again, you can do this a little at a time too. If I wanted 4 new VA clients by January, I wouldn't wait until December to try to figure out how to bring them in or to take action on bringing them in. I'd want to get one right now and another next month and another in December. Slow and steady growth is so much better than all at once anyway, right? That way you build your confidence. You can plan to bring in help, or maybe you need to change up systems as you start to bring in new people. Everything can be done a little bit at a time, and it's just a smarter way to grow. Let's talk about some common mistakes when building your VA business without a roadmap. Without a roadmap, you can waste a lot of time. You might have that shiny new object focus when you first start, right? Isn't doing something new so exciting? But without a good plan, you can dive in. And without a clear vision, you get in over your head. When that happens, we can often stop suddenly or even abandon our plans. And that totally sucks. Starting the right way just makes more sense. Remember, you say you want this. You have to give yourself the best opportunity to get it. Inconsistency is also a big problem without a plan. Like I said, if you want 4 new VA clients by January, plan to bring in one at a time. For one thing, it helps you create a proper framework that works for you to bring in a new client anytime you want on a regular basis. Feast or famine sucks at most times, and you don't want to try to onboard 4 clients in January after not onboarding anybody for a long time. And then you'll be so tired that you don't even want to network anymore, and you're going to abandon that too. So there goes that communication, there goes that habit, right? And you'll be back to square one the next time you want to get some new clients. It'll take you 4 months again. So don't create your opportunities randomly. Take the time to make the plan, follow the plan, tweak it where and when necessary, get help when you need it, and grow your business consistently. Let's talk about the steps to creating your VA business roadmap. And like I say, this is going to be different for you than it is for somebody else. You need to do what works for you. The framework is you need to define your vision. What do you want? What is your main goal? And when do you want to achieve it? You have to think about your dream life, your dream day. What does it really look like? How much money do you earn? What do you want to do to earn it? What would you love your business to look like? Whose business do you see that you are jealous of and you would like? What changes do you need to make your existing business to get it there? Second is set SMART goals. What are the goals that you need to put in place to get you to where you want to go? You have to define them. You have to set deadlines for them, and they have to be measurable so that you can monitor them and adjust them as necessary. Third is identify key milestones. What milestones can you set that will help you walk towards your goal, one step at a time? Do you need to join a new networking community? Do you need to create an onboarding process? Do you need to upgrade your services or create new packages? Whatever your milestones are, you need to write them all out and prioritize them in the right order before you can finalize your roadmap. Then create a timeline. Once you have everything written down and defined, it's time to set deadlines. Give yourself time to get everything done. And this is often the place where you break things down as much as possible so that you can get those daily actions into your schedule. And finally, a weekly review. I very highly recommend a weekly review to ensure that A, you did what you said you were going to do, and B, review why or why not something happened or didn't, get done. And C, adjust your timelines for the coming week or make adjustments to the things that you're doing, those daily actions, if things aren't going according to your plan, if you don't have time, if you overextended your time, or if you had tech issues and something. There's all kinds of reasons why things might not work. Your roadmap is an adjustable, clear, and focused plan of what you say you want. You might need support, you might need training, you might need structure, or you might need accountability. When you know what you want to do and you map it all out, you can clearly see the gaps, the places where you might struggle, or the things that you don't know how to do. The cool thing is that doing this for yourself really elevates the services you offer your clients too, because once you learn the value of a process like this, you are no doubt going to bring that into your VA services. But start with you. Don't go do this for your clients. Do this for yourself first. Clarity helps you get it done smartly, but it also helps you understand the why behind everything. Why are you doing this? Why does this need to be done now? And why does this not need to be done? It bumps up your professionalism as a business owner too, and it helps you communicate things like priorities and importance to other people. Simply setting your rates by doing the math helps you understand why you're charging what you're charging, and then explaining it to clients is no longer a negotiation, it's just a conversation. Here are my rates. You don't have to justify anything. You can actually just know that you're charging the right rates, and the clients that you work with, that's what they're going to have to pay. Get your plan in place, work with it, and you will actually wonder how you ever did things before without it. I promise. But I'll ask you again, is what you're doing right now moving you in the direction of your goal? If not, why are you doing it? If you haven't defined where you want to go, that ideal VA business, that ideal day, then that's probably where you need to start. And of course, let's have another look at our quote from this week. Your direction is more important than your speed. It's not about getting somewhere quickly. It's about having the right plan in place with the right steps and moving towards it every single day. One step at a time is going to get you there faster than you even realize. I would love to help you get there. It's time. It's your time, right? I'm here to help. It's the only reason I'm here at all, is to help you become a ridiculously good virtual assistant. But it's you who has to take that first step. I've helped hundreds of VAs who are stuck get moving through private coaching, my monthly mastermind group, The Virtual Circle, my group coaching program, 50K Bootcamp, and my self-study trainings like my Get Started program, my monthly email membership, The Virtual Toolkit, and more. If you're ready to get my help, let's connect on a cut to the chase call to see which level or which program is right for you. You can book your call at yourvamentor.com/chase. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast this week. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. For more great resources for your VA business, visit my website at yourvamentor.com. I'll see you back here next time.